The CDC is back in the South Bay conducting a second survey to examine the health impacts of the Tijuana River sewage crisis.
Supervisor Nora Vargas, the chairwoman of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, joining us this morning with more. Good morning. Good to see you here again.
Ladies.
Last week was the first survey.
Yes.
How did that go?
It went well. So I think if you might remember back in May, we requested the CDC to come in and do a public health assessment of the impact of the sewage treatment plant in our community. So that one went out to about 200 family households, and it was near the area, right by the beaches, Nestor, Imperial Beach, in that area. This one, the second one, is the ACE, right? That one's really focused on the chemical impacts, and so this one, the second one, is actually going to focus on actually the beaches, the beach areas, and so this one's really important, also confidential. We want to make sure anybody who is, lifeguard businesses, people who are actually near the beach are going to be asked, and this one's going to go through all the way through November 20th.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys are now knocking, you're going door to door, you're actually having these in-person interviews. Is that what makes this one a little bit different? Explain.
Yeah, so they both are the same in terms of reaching out to the communities. The first one was a household and a family, right? So asking the folks in the house, how do you feel? What are your impacts? This one's much more specific for people who are actually on the beach. So if you're a lifeguard, we want to know your medical history. We want to know, how many times have you been to the doctor? What are the real impacts that you're having because of your closeness to the actual beach? So they're a little bit different, but one is chemical exposure. The other one was overall health.
Are you guys learning anything so far? What are people telling you? Can you say any of that yet?
Well, not yet. We're really gathering the information, and because we want it to be confidential, we want people to feel comfortable sharing the info. We're waiting for it, but we have the data now, and it's going to start being assessed.
It took a minute to get the CDC involved. So what was that process like, and the importance of having them be a part of this?
Yeah, actually, the thing that is really critical about this is that we need that data. We need that data because as policymakers, we need to know, what resources do we need? How do we help people? We did make the request. They did come down. And so for me, I think the thing is, what do we do with the data now? What do people need? What are the impacts that it's having? For the first time, I think the federal government is really looking at this from a very different lens. We have the EPA, we have CDC, we have Homeland Security. Everybody is on this now. And that's exactly what is a result of everybody working together to make sure that people understand how critical this issue is.
And that's a big deal to get everybody on board. It's, we're talking about two different nations having to work together right at that coastline. A lot of people are pointing fingers at the operator of the sewage plant. What's happening today? Is there a possibility that any kind of lawsuit or anything, we're looking into the possibilities of what you guys could be doing to possibly also point a finger at this operator?
Yeah, I think as a county, we're looking at all of our options. I was just in Mexico City yesterday with the binational chamber, with the binational community and the Chamber of Commerce, trying to figure out what else could we do, right? Infrastructure is at the core. San Antonio de los Buenos, Mexican government is investing in that, so the flow of sewage can actually not impact our communities the way it has been. But I think what we're looking at in the county is today we're going to get back. We're going to declare an emergency again, extend that. Number two, we're going to be able to get an assessment back from our county team, our health team, as to how they've been working with researchers, where the data is at. And third is a legal option, and we're going to put everything on the table. So. Enough is enough. People are sick and tired of this, and this is the biggest environmental justice issue that we've been dealing with. So we're gonna fight every way we can.
Speaking of the fighting, can you just talk us through? I know you were telling us a little bit about what the next steps are going to be, but how long do you anticipate that this is going to go? I mean, it's hard to predict, but what are the next big real steps as people are watching to see what's going to happen next?
I think the biggest step right now is the San Antonio de los Buenos plant being fixed, because that will actually help us with how much sewage is coming across the border. And we know that component is going to be key. IBWC, making sure that plant is fixed, operational. I mean, that has been one of the biggest issues that has impacted the community in the last couple of weeks. So I think we're making progress. And of course, Congress, this election is going to have a huge impact on what the future of the treatment plant is going to look like, right? I mean, our former president gutted EPA, gutted IBWC, and so we needed to rebuild back again. And so it's really important people understand who represents us matter, and we're going to continue to fight that way.
And hopefully doing a lot of it before the rainy season, where we see
Yes.
even more runoff here in San Diego. I mean, that is quite a deadline.
Yes, it is. And so we're going to keep pushing, and we're going to keep doing everything that we can.
All right, well, good luck.
Thank
we
you.
hope to hear good news next time that you're back here.
Thank you.
Supervisor Nora Vargas, thank you so much for visiting.
You're welcome.